Hello YouTube. In case you didn't know, yesterday the iPhone 5 was released, and today I'm going to show you the comparison of Apple's top mobile phone, the iPhone 5, and Samsung's best mobile phone, the Samsung Galaxy S3. Starting off with size and weight. It looks like the iPhone 5 is actually following the lead of the Samsung Galaxy S3, with Apple's new smartphone being the US company's most slender handset yet. It's 20 grams lighter and a full 1mm more slender than the Samsung's S3, making it one of the most slender mobiles on the market. Display. Apple has sought to be up the ante to compete with Samsung in terms of screen size. iPhone 5 measures a 4-inch screen diagonally, whilst the Samsung Galaxy S3 is a more big screen measuring at 4.8-inch diagonally. Apple has gone quite clever with the iPhone 5. Not increasing the width, but just making it taller. This makes it more user friendly, so you can type with one hand still, but still improving the video playback and gaming needs. Storage and memory. Both handsets feature a 1 gig of main RAM in the UK, and Apple's runs on a nice iOS 6 operating system. Both devices are going to be available with a variety of internal storage options, with 16 gig, 32 gig and 64 gig versions on offer. But the Samsung Galaxy S3 also supports a microSD card slot, allowing further expansion of up to 64 gig SD card. That's a total of 128 gig of memory, if you want that much memory. So if you need memory on your phone, the S3 is the phone for you. The processor. Apple's new Gen iPhone comes with an A6 chip and is a dual-core processor. Though the clock speed wasn't announced, we reckon it's around 1.2 gigahertz. Apple claims it to be twice as fast as the A5 chip on the iPhone 4S. There's still risks of lagging behind the Galaxy S3 for the iPhone, which the Galaxy S3 supports a quad-core Exynos 4 processor at 1.4 GHz in the UK. The A6 has a yet unconfirmed GPU which is up to twice as fast as the PowerVR SGX543 MP2 in the iPhone 4S. A tasty prospect indeed, as phones rapidly chase down console quality gaming graphics. We look forward to pitting it against the Mali 400MP in the UK spec Galaxy S3. In the future, I'll make this video. Software. Well, the Android running Galaxy S3 will be shipped with Ice Cream Sandwich, but it's gonna get an update for Android 4.1 Jelly Bean in the immediate future. So, making for a fascinating showdown with Apple's latest system, iOS 6. It's a matter of personal preference which one you prefer. Personally, I prefer the iPhone. iOS 6. Now the camera. On paper, the two devices are exactly the same, offering a nice 8 megapixel camera and a HD video at 1080p. Well, Apple yesterday offered also a dynamic low light mode and the optimized 5-element sapphire lens, which is supposed to make a real difference to the handset's imaging capabilities. Nobody can tell this until they've had a hands-on view on the iPhone 5. Battery. Apple again looks like it has let its user base down with regards to battery life, with the iPhone 5 offering the same claimed 8-hour 3G talk time as its predecessor, the 4S. The S3, on the other hand, boasts a 2100 mAh battery with almost 12 hours of purported talk time on the current generation network. Connectivity. Apple confirmed last night that the iPhone 5 will support 4G. Everything Anywhere announced that the S3 was among the first generation handsets to also join this high-speed spectrum. Price. Apple primarily showed off the iPhone 5's contract pricing this evening, but has since confirmed via its official website that a SIM-free version of the new handset will run consumers £529. Well, it's good that Apple isn't going too far over the £500 watershed, as the Galaxy S3 currently retails at £500 for a 16GB model. Well, I'm sure £30 won't make a difference if you think the iPhone 5 is a better phone. Recap. In screen size. Screen size for the iPhone 5 was 4-inch, while the Galaxy S3 was 4.8-inch. Resolution. The resolution of the iPhone 5 was 1136 by 640 pixels, while the Galaxy S3 was 1280 by 720 pixels. Pixel density. The pixel density on the iPhone 5 was 326 ppi, whilst the Galaxy S3 was a nice 306 ppi. The type. iPhone 5 had an IPS LCD screen, while the Galaxy S3 had a Super AMOLED screen. It all depends on what you prefer. If you like vibrant colours and very bright, the AMOLED screen is yours, but if you like finer details, the iPhone 5 screen is yours. It's your choice. The processors on the phones. iPhones was an Apple A6 processor with a dual core and a 1.2 GHz of memory, whilst the Galaxy S3 was an Exynos 4 processor with a quad core and a 1.4 GHz of memory. The battery. The iPhone 5 held 8 hours 3G talk time, whilst the Samsung Galaxy S3 owned 12 hours claimed 3G talk time. Memory. Both phones could go up to 64GB, except the Galaxy S3 could also add a microSD card. Both phones have the same RAM. Also, camera. Both phones had the same 8 megapixel camera, and the video was both also 1080p. Weight of the phone. The iPhone 5 was 112 grams, whilst the Galaxy S3 was 133 grams. Operating system. iPhone's famous iOS 6, whilst the Galaxy S3's Android 4.0. And price. The price was £529 for the iPhone 5 and £500 for the Galaxy S3, both for 16GB versions. So when would these phones be available? The iPhone 5 will be able to be pre-ordered 14th of September, and 1st of September the release will be made. And the Galaxy S3 is available now as it came before the iPhone 5. Hope you enjoyed this comparison of the two best phones on the market. Hope you make a better choice.